speaker for the day, and they are going to talk about advancing US enterprise presence in India, the next phase of GCC growth for large G mid-sized corporations. Let me introduce Mr. Pranav Mishra, Director, American Chamber of Commerce in India.
Thank you so much, Inductus Group, Alok ji, Dr. Kishore, Professor Jaiswal. It feels like yesterday I just got my MBA degree from Dr. Kishore and at XLRI Jamshedpur. So it feels fabulous to speak right after you, sir. And Professor Jaiswal, I was there when the IM Sambalpur inauguration was happened. I was there at the campus. So it's an absolute privilege to speak in the same panel, sir. I'll speak mostly from my experience. I've worked with top accounting giants, management consulting giants, then server giants, and then semiconductor giants. So I'm not going to throw numbers at you. It's only my story which will come. Hope it's interesting. I'll start with this. I started my career in Hyderabad, where in 2013 I left Hyderabad. The largest building there was an ICICI building in Gachibowli. I just went there for a conference in 2023, and that's at this moment it's the smallest building in Gachibowli. You would not see that building because there are so many skyscrapers built, and that's all GCC for you. I wanted to sort of throw some light on the topic Dr. Kishore said on the cost. How GCC initially started was the 6% game. So what is the 6% game? I have a finance background, and any investment you do, it technically gets about a 6% ROI, the net profit from the total investment you do. On an average, you get about a 6%. So initially, GCC started with the finance outsourcing, legal outsourcing, and accounting outsourcing. That was like 20 years back. At this moment, we are in India sort of doing incredible R&D work, incredible innovation. You would have seen the Mahindra cars. I'm sure everybody turns around and observe. It's all innovation. A question to the crowd: how long do you think a chip takes to manufacture? A chip from the maybe Intel or AMD. It takes about 7 to 10 years to come out with one classic chip, which is faster than what's the benchmark is going on. So from about 7 to 10 years is the normal time for any chip to be GTM. I actually wanted to share with all of you that India plays a huge role in the chip designing part, and any chip you hold on the planet, it would have some part of India in it. It would be designed here. It would be, the testing would have been in India. So the idea is GCC no longer is a finance outsourcing or a legal outsourcing. We have incredible R&D work. Any chip you pick up in a device, it's a CPU, GPU, NPU. It would have some sort of India in it. And I think the same statement were said by our honorable minister, sir. At the same time, I would actually like to focus the attention on large corporates. So in my semiconductor industry time, I sort of worked with the AICTE college to sort of work on a syllabus where instead of just teaching the regular CE programs to the engineers, we designed VLSI programs for the students. As you would see, AI and Gen AI is now taking over. The usual jobs which you saw, they won't be available anymore. We would need more semiconductor engineers in the country, and as we say, there's a dearth of talent for the semiconductor engineers. So my takeaway from this session would be, if you are pursuing engineering, or your friends, or your younger brother, do insist them to take VLSI courses. It's now been offered in more than 600 AICTE colleges, and because that's the future. You have to make faster chips. maybe a quantum becomes real eventually. But the idea is to sort of move from the traditional job, a mindset, and it has to move to newer jobs. We would see, GPU-enabled humanoids extremely soon. So if you see, NVIDIA is already ahead in that field. So what we have been doing, I think that's great, but we have to sort of prepare for the next gen. And my only appeal from this podium would be, we have to sort of work in the semiconductor domain. We have to push our engineers to sort of take up the courses which are demanded by the market. So that's from my side. Thank you so much.